Are you thinking about moving to Chandler, Arizona? Well, in today's video, we're gonna take you on a map tour of Chandler, Arizona. We're gonna show you the distance from Chandler to downtown Phoenix and to Sky Harbor International Airport. We're also gonna show you around some of the other adjacent cities as well. And we're gonna jump right into this topic right now. Well, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living in Chandler, Arizona and surrounding communities just like Phoenix, Arizona, then go ahead and tap that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you can be the first to know about the current market here in Phoenix. Hi guys, my name is Mark Melendez and I'm a real estate professional here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I cover all of the surrounding communities just like Chandler. If you're thinking about making a move to the Phoenix area, then let's chat. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call with me. All of my information is in the description below. Well, just like I said in the intro, we're gonna take you on a map tour of Chandler, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, guys, here we are. So let's talk about a little bit of facts about Chandler before we actually jump in this map tour. So Chandler has an estimated 273,000 residents, which makes Chandler the fourth most populous city here in Arizona. Chandler roughly covers right around 65 square miles. The typical home price or the average home price in Chandler is going to be right around 550, so 550,000. And the average household income in Chandler, according to the Census Bureau, is right around $85,000 per year. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alrighty, so Chandler is a city that's basically in the Southeast Valley here in the Phoenix metropolitan area. So here's Chandler right here on the map. We're going to put a big circle right around that. It is surrounded by cities like Gilbert, Phoenix right over here. This is Phoenix. We have Tempe in this area. And then this up in here is Mesa. To the south, you have small towns like Sun Lakes. And then this whole area right in here is all pretty much Native American reservation. So the main highways you can use if you live in Chandler are basically going to be this Loop 101. You have the Loop 202, and then you have the I-10. Now this is west, this is east, this is north, and then that makes this south. So that's how it plays out on the map. So essentially, if you live in Chandler and you need to commute to downtown Phoenix or to Sky Harbor International Airport, the route that you can take, there's a couple of different routes that you can take. So essentially, you can take this Loop 202 to the I-10 and then just ride that I-10 right in here. This will take you right to the airport. This essentially is Sky Harbor International Airport right in here. And then if you need to get to downtown Phoenix, essentially you can stay on that I-10, take that I-10 right in here, and this will take you right into downtown Phoenix right in here. So what are some reasons why you would want to go to downtown Phoenix? Number one, if you work in downtown Phoenix, that's going to be a given right there. That would be your number one reason why getting into downtown Phoenix. But there's other things to do. There's a lot of nightlife, restaurants. There is major league sports there. So we have the Arizona Diamondbacks that play baseball there. And then we have the Phoenix Suns that play basketball right essentially in this downtown Phoenix area. Those are going to be some of the main reasons why you're going to want to get into that area. So either work or leisure. Now, essentially, if you don't feel like that's the right route for you, you can essentially take this Loop 101 up to the US 60 and then cruise right into that area right there. So essentially, you're looking at a 19-minute drive into Sky Harbor International Airport. If you took this route, which Google is suggesting that that's going to be the fastest route, which is the 101 to the 202, right into Sky Harbor International Airport. If you decided to take the 202 to the I-10, it's going to take you about 21 minutes. And then if you take the 101 to the 60 into the 10, then that's going to take you about 20 minutes. So overall, between the three, you're looking at about an average of 20 minutes into Sky Harbor International Airport from downtown Chandler. Now, it could take you longer if you live further south in Chandler. Just add, another 10 minutes, I would say 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so let's talk about downtown Chandler. So downtown Chandler has a pretty good downtown, I would say, of some of the other cities here in Arizona. I would definitely rate them in the top 3, top 5 here in the Valley. So downtown Chandler essentially is going to be right off of this road here, which is Chandler Boulevard, and this road right here, which is Arizona Avenue. So right in that area, you have, the Chandler Downtown Library, you have Chandler Municipal Courts, you have the historic San Marcos Hotel. So you have the historic San Marcos Resort right in this area, which is now the Crown Plaza Hotel. So the San Marcos Resort is an incredible place to stay if you want to experience more of the downtown culture of Chandler. Puts you right there in the heart of it. So essentially you have access to the Chandler Park right here, which has a lot of different walking paths. There's a lot of good fine dining in the area, and there's some pretty cool nightlife as well. So you can experience Santan, the brewing company right here in downtown Chandler. So the Santan Brewing Company essentially is a local brewer here in Arizona. So if you want to try something locally as far as beers are concerned, definitely give this one a try. But you have all kinds of different things in here. You got Murphy's Law Irish Pub. You have the Black Sheep Wine Bar and Merchant right in here. Bourbon Jack's American Tavern. The original Chop Shop right here. It's a good place to eat as well. You have West Alley Barbecue and Smokehouse. You have Crust Simply Italian Chandler. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to eat right in this area right in here. You've got Over Easy. You've got Craft 64 Chandler. You have La Ristra New Mexican Kitchen right up in here. Okay, so all of this right here, so all of the city of Chandler facilities are going to be kind of like right in this area. They'll have more scattered throughout the city, but this is kind of like the main area right in here. You have the Chandler Community Center. You have Rock and Taco Street Fest right up in here. I mean, there's so many different little spots right here that you can come check out. It's amazing. Downtown Chandler is something that you just definitely check out. Put that on your list. If you're looking for someone to stay, again, check out the Crown Plaza Hotel, which is pretty much this historic San Marcos Resort, which basically is on the National Register of Historic Places. So it's something that you should definitely check out. There's golfing in this area as well. So if you're looking to do some shopping in Chandler while you're in Chandler, I would highly recommend you stick along this Chandler Boulevard right here. We're going to kind of like center right around downtown Chandler, but right here, right along Chandler Boulevard, you have Chandler Fashion Center right here. So Chandler Fashion Center is probably going to be in the top 2, top 3 malls that we have here in the state of Arizona. So right here, they're going to have a lot of high-end shopping. There's going to be dining, restaurants, all of that right in there. Let's take a closer look at it. So you're going to have a lot of your big box stores like your Target. You got Costco right in here. You have Chandler Museum. You got the Harkins theaters right in here. So if you want to catch a movie. And there's all kinds of different restaurants right around there. You got Benihana's. Across the street, you can find In-N-Out Burger. You got Lowe's and Home Improvement right in there. Here's the Walmart right in that area as well. And then along this stretch right here, there's going to be more restaurants. You got Cheddar Scratch Kitchen. You have Denny's. There's going to be a Chick-fil-A somewhere right in here as well, along with the McDonald's. So there's a lot of different stuff right in this area right as well. There's going to be a small little air park right in here. So if you're someone that's into like private planes, I mean, these are like the real small private planes, you can definitely take advantage of that as well. There's a lot of homes in this area as well. So a lot of homes in these communities right in here, which are going to be, you're going to find a lot of homes in that area that are going to be in that starting price point and up from there. So this is going to be a part of Chandler where you can kind of get in that entry level. There's a lot of apartments in there as well. This is an incredible part of Chandler right in here. So let's zoom out so you can kind of get the scope of where this is at on the map. As you can see, you have this 101 stretch right here. You have this 202 right in here. And then this is the I-10. So if we box this area right here, this is kind of like West Chandler, and this is an incredible part and a unique part of Chandler because one, you border Phoenix. So this is Phoenix right over here, and this is the only part of Chandler that's actually going to border Phoenix. So essentially this would be considered West Chandler right in here. So right in here, you're going to find one of Intel's campuses. So if you're someone that's looking for employment with a company like Intel, they have a very large campus right on the corner right here. And then right in here, there's some incredible homes all in this area. Essentially, there's incredible homes all throughout here. So you're going to see, again, here's that small little air park right there. Kyrene del Pueblo Middle School is a really good middle school. There's an elementary right next to it as well. These Ray Ranch estates are fantastic. This right here, this Desert Breeze Park and community right here. There's incredible homes. There's a school in there, and that park right there has a train that kind of just cruises right around that park right there. Great for kids, really big playground. I take my kids there quite often actually, and they really do enjoy that park. But right along this stretch right here that kind of borders Phoenix, so the border between Chandler and Phoenix is this I-10 right in here. So there's going to be some incredible homes right in this area, right in here. There's going to be a lot of incredible homes. This is kind of like industrial areas right in here, but there's going to be some small pockets of homes. So right along this 56th Street, you're going to find an incredible high school right here. I believe this is a private school. So if you're looking for private, I think this is an incredible place to actually send your children. But if you're looking for something more public, I'll show you a couple of different public schools that are also pretty incredible. But right along the I-10 stretch right here. So right along this, you're going to have some lodging, the Comfort Inn, the Doubletree, La Quinta Inn right here. So if you're just coming in to stay and you want to check things out, this is a pretty cool place to stay as well. But again, you're going to have those big box stores right along this stretch as well. You got the Home Depot, Sam's Club, REI. There's Best Buy on this side. There's a JCPenney's. Now again, this is Phoenix side of it. There's a movie theaters right there. So if you're living in this area right in here, then you can take advantage of all of that right in there. Now here's another school right in here. This is that Intel campus I was telling you about. So there's going to be a lot of homes right in this area that you can actually look into, and they're in a great place in great neighborhoods. Okay, so when we talk about Chandler, I like to point out that Intel, because there's such a big brand name. I like to point out the fact that they're in Chandler. So again, I showed you that they have a location right along this area right here. So they have a location right in this area right here. And then they also have another location right here. This one right here is positioned in an amazing community called Ocotillo. So that's the neighborhood. So this is still Chandler, but that's the neighborhood. And now let me show you a little bit more about Ocotillo. So Ocotillo is pretty much kind of like a waterfront, lakefront community, and they have a golf club right in there. So you got the Ocotillo Golf Club. You have all of this waterfront right here. So there's homes that are right along this waterfront, and it's absolutely an amazing place to live. Homes in this area are going to be a little bit more on that higher end side. So most of them is going to be in that 7, 8, 9, somewhere in that range, a little bit higher up. But there's so much things to do in this area. So number one would be trying to find employment right here in this Intel area right in here. So the second thing would be to see if this could be a possibility for you, this Ocotillo area. But again, a really great place to live, really nice homes in there. Some of them are waterfront homes. There's access to golf course. I believe there's like 27 holes there that you can golf, so like the equivalent of like 3 9-hole golf course areas right in there. Definitely check that out as well. There's a sports complex right in this area right here. So check this out, the Eddie Basha collection. Now if you're not from Arizona, then you're probably not familiar with the grocery chain called Bash's. So there's a gentleman by the name of Eddie Basha who essentially owned the grocery store Bash's. He was a resident of Chandler, and then they have, like an art collection of his right in here. So he acquired, a lot of art pieces, and they're on display right here. Something to definitely check out. Again, they named a school after him, Basha Elementary. So he's a big public figure in the Chandler area, and you can find his grocery stores pretty much all throughout Arizona. Now, I wanted to point out some of the high schools in the area. So Hamilton High. So Hamilton High is a really good public school in the Chandler area. And I know that they have a really good sports program as well. A lot of times their football program is usually up there in the state. So they have a really good football program in sports athletics. And then they do really well educationally as well. So Hamilton High is definitely a public school that I would say that it's highly rated as well. So again, big box stores in the area, Lowe's, Home Depot, places to eat like Raising Cane's, Panera, Chick-fil-A, get your coffee at Starbucks right there. There's a Starbucks everywhere. McDonald's, another coffee shop called Alpha. If you're just looking for a place to stay, there's the Residence Inn right here. So this area of Ocotillo is amazing. It's super nice. Definitely a great place to live. So now we're kind of looking at the South Chandler area right in here. So this is the 202. I would say this is downtown Chandler. Anything south of this line right here is pretty much South Chandler. They're known for their extensive park system. Pretty cool parks that they have is like this Veterans Oasis Park, which has like a wetlands area. And it's a pretty big park where you can go fishing. You can walk around that. It's really cool just to kind of get outdoors, do some exercise or whatever. That's a good park that you could do that right there. Now, this right here is the Tumbleweed Park right here. This park right here is where they're going to host events like the Ostrich Festival. Once a year, annually, they're going to have an event called the Ostrich Festival, which pays homage to Chandler's influences of raising ostriches in the area. And this is where you're going to be able to find that festival once a year. Brings out so many different people to the park there, and they all really get to enjoy what it has to offer and some of the culture and history of Chandler. A lot of times what happens is they bring out a singer or musician or an act of some sort. I think last year the headliner was Nelly. So that was a pretty big event. And that happened right here in Tumbleweed Park. Let me show you another public school that I'm really high on. And it's down here in the South Chandler area. And this one is called Basha High. So Basha is another school that's really highly rated as far as their academics and their athletics as well. So I know that a lot of parents look for athletic programs, but they also want their children to get the best education possible. And if you're looking in a public school, then this Basha High has a lot to offer, which means that living in this area right around Basha High is going to be pretty incredible. And you're going to have a lot of access to amazing places to eat. And not to mention that there's so many great communities surrounding Basha High. So this is essentially the eastern edge of Chandler. So it's bordering Gilbert. So you can see this faint line right here. So this is all Gilbert right in this area. This is an incredible part of Chandler. So that Chandler Gilbert bordered area is fantastic. There's a lot of great homes in there. There's a lot of shopping in the area. There's a lot of places to eat in the area. There's no shortage of the essentials that you're going to need to get by on the weekly basis. Now, if you're somebody that likes to take in some nightlife, you know, it's just a short drive to downtown Chandler or to downtown Gilbert, which also has a pretty good downtown area as well. So anything right along this stretch of Chandler is going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a really great area, a great place to live. Matter of fact, this community right here, the Circle G Riggs at Homestead, right in here is a unique community that has pretty much custom estates. Now, I do want to let you know that the home values and prices in that particular community are pretty high. So you're probably going to have to come in with a budget of 1.5 million or higher to purchase a home in the area and that specific community, because they are pretty much custom estates, really on some high-end lot, and the size of the homes and everything that goes along with that. It's an incredible area. But now if you don't have the budget for that, don't worry, because there's also other communities that are basically lining and surrounding that area that are going to be fantastic as well. So all of this right here, all of these homes in this area are going to be fantastic, great places to live, safe, very great community feeling in this pocket of Chandler. Now, again, I'm going to go back to the places where I said that places to eat. So Suburbs, which is a great Mexican food chain here in Arizona, has some really good stuff right there. I love that place. It's awesome to eat at. Pita Jungle, which is a national chain. We all know about Pita Jungle. Here's a Starbucks. And again, Basha's. Remember, Basha's is a grocery store, and there's going to be quite a number of them. This is going to be one of their higher end grocery stores right in that area. A lot of great communities, a lot of big builders in the area. T.W. Lewis is in there, has a community of their own right in that area. So there's going to be some really good, incredible homes, that a lot of opportunities to live in this area. It's a really great part of the valley to live in. It really is. I can't emphasize that enough. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you found some value in this video, then go ahead and smash that like button. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. That way you could be the first to know about the current market here in Phoenix. Well, like I said, I really do appreciate you watching the video. I appreciate your time so much. I hope you guys have an amazing day.